There's something terrifying about realizing how fast the years go by. You blink, and then it's gone. That version of you who swore he'd start next week, he's already a memory, and the scary part, you didn't even notice it happening. You wake up, scroll a little, answer a few messages, watch a couple of videos, eat, work, and then suddenly, boom, it's dark again. Another day, quietly erased. Another 24 hours of potential gone without leaving a trace. You tell yourself you'll start tomorrow, but deep down, you know, tomorrow never really comes. It's strange, isn't it? When you're a kid, you think life moves slow. You can't wait to grow up to get there, wherever there is. But once you do, everything speeds up. The months collapse into weeks, the weeks blur into days, and suddenly you're living the same day over and over again, just with different clothes. You still have time. That's what you tell yourself, right? And maybe you do. But here's the truth. Most people try to avoid. You don't have as much time as you think you have. You see, time doesn't disappear all at once. It doesn't knock on your door and say, "Hey, I'm leaving now, okay?" It slips away quietly, while you're busy refreshing a feed, while you're waiting for motivation to hit, while you're convincing yourself that next month will be different. One day, you'll wake up and realize you've spent more time thinking about changing your life than actually living it. And that's the trap most people fall into, the illusion of infinite tomorrows. You tell yourself you'll get serious after you graduate, after you get the job, after you move out, after you feel ready. But the truth is, you'll never feel ready. Readiness isn't something that arrives. It's something you build. And every time you delay, you're not just wasting time. You're training your mind to believe that it's okay to waste time. Think about that. Every time you say later, your brain learns that it's allowed to postpone your dreams. And after enough repetitions, later becomes your entire life. Maybe you've felt that quiet panic before. That subtle pressure in your chest when you realize another year is gone and you're still stuck in the same place. You tell yourself, this year will be different. But then January becomes March, and March becomes July. And before you know it, you're looking back at another cycle of empty promises. It's not that you're lazy, it's that you're distracted. And distraction is the most efficient killer of dreams ever invented. It doesn't hurt like failure. It doesn't scream like regret. It just gently numbs you until you can't tell the difference between living and existing. You know what's even worse? Your mind adjusts. It adapts to mediocrity. It starts to believe that this is just how life is. You stop questioning. You stop fighting. You stop caring. And that's when time wins. But here's the part most people never realize until it's too late. Time doesn't just pass. It collects interest. Every hour you waste doesn't just vanish. It compounds into missed opportunities, lost relationships, untapped potential. The time you waste today becomes the weight you carry tomorrow. Think about the person you could be a year from now if you simply started today. Think about how much pain could fade, how much clarity could grow, how much progress could stack if you just stopped waiting for the perfect moment. There's a quote I love. Someone 10 years younger than you is praying for the time you're wasting right now. Read that again. Because someday you'll be that older version of yourself, wishing you could go back to now, to this moment, to this exact version of you that still has energy, curiosity, and a chance. But you won't be able to. The future is built on a foundation of decisions made in the present. And if you keep letting fear and comfort choose for you, don't be surprised when the life you end up with doesn't feel like yours. The truth is, time doesn't care about your excuses. It doesn't care if you're tired, anxious, or uninspired. It just moves, relentlessly, silently, fast, and one day, it stops. That's the hardest part to accept, that you don't get to decide when the clock runs out. All you get to decide is what you'll do while it's still ticking. Maybe this is your wake-up call. Not the loud, dramatic kind with fireworks and cheering, but the quiet kind. The one that happens at 2 a.m. when you stare at the ceiling and realize you've been postponing the life you actually want. You keep telling yourself that you need motivation, but what you really need is urgency. You keep waiting for the right conditions, but the right conditions are never coming because life isn't waiting for you to be ready. It's already moving. So start. Start clumsy, start scared, start unprepared, but start, because the longer you wait, the more you'll convince yourself that waiting is okay. And let me tell you something, it's not. Waiting is how dreams die. You still have time, but only if you start using it like it matters. Think about how different your life could look 1 year from now. If you simply committed to consistency instead of perfection, you don't need to move mountains. You just need to move daily, even if it's small, even if no one notices, even if it feels slow. Because progress doesn't shout, it whispers. And if you listen carefully, it's already calling your name. Because one day, that version of you will exist. He'll sit somewhere, maybe on a quiet morning, and think about you, the now you. And he'll either whisper thank you, or why didn't you? And you get to decide which one it'll be. So stop counting how much time you've lost and start counting how much you still have. Stop obsessing over how far behind you are and start focusing on what's right in front of you. The finish line doesn't matter if you never take the first step. And the first step doesn't have to be big. It just has to be today. Because time doesn't reward those who plan, it rewards those who act. And the truth is, no one ever regrets starting too soon, only too late. So maybe this is your moment. Not next week, not next year, now. If your heart beats a little faster hearing this, it's because deep down, you know it's true. You know there's something inside you waiting to come alive again. That spark that used to dream, to believe, to fight, it's still there, buried under layers of fear, distraction, and hesitation. But alive, and it's begging you to take it seriously this time, because the clock is ticking, and the longer you wait, the louder regret becomes. You still have time, yes, but if you don't act on it, that time will turn into memory, and memory never gives second chances. So here's the challenge. When this video ends, don't just nod and move on. Do one thing, just one, that your future self will thank you for. Send the message, start the project, learn the skill, do something that makes tomorrow slightly better than today. And if you ever feel like giving up, just remember, the clock hasn't stopped yet, which means neither should you. And if you felt something watching this, don't keep it quiet. Drop a comment telling me what you'll start today, because saying it out loud, making it real, is how change begins. And if you need a reminder to stay on track, subscribe. Not because I need the number, but because maybe, just maybe, you need a voice that won't let you forget what you're capable of. And remember, you still have time, but it's running, so run with it.